Here we go again. So, the league's not even out yet, but we are posting an update to the Caustic Mana Forge setup. They posted a bunch of new gems. It's currently 1 a.m. I'm making this video right before league launch. I'm about to go to sleep. But yeah, I figured it was a big enough deal to talk about them really quickly. We have a Scourge of Menace. This is going to be insane for poison. It might even replace Caustic honestly, later on. We'll have to play around with it. Basically, every single area you get gets a pod, which will spawn 6 thorn arrows. And since we're getting 11 or 12 arrows, it's going to be very good for poison. This has a lot more base damage than normal Scourge Arrow. It's no longer a channel skill. And yeah, it's going to be really good for poison. The only thing with this is it doesn't have poison chance, so you have to get 100% poison chance. The other gem to talk about is Toxic Rain of Spore Burst. This might even just be better than Storm Rain. It has a couple extra arrows. It has poison chance built into it. It has more effectiveness. It has flat damage. This is straight up insane for poison. It might just be better than Storm Rain, honestly. I'm not quite sure. Something else to consider. I'll play around with these, and you guys can follow along with me. I'm going to make update videos to the build continuously throughout the league. Assuming I don't die in day 1, I'll probably have a couple of videos out. And the other gem to talk about is Storm Rain of the Conduit. This one is a little weird. It spawns 10 arrows max, but they beam to you, so you can kind of control where they go. I'll probably test this one out as well. It's not as interesting to me as the other two, though. Now, there is some things that have changed with the actual build that I want to talk about here. So it's been mentioned to me that Storm Rain with Life Tap is very good with Mana Forge, and I did a test run, and Life Tap does seem to be the way to go. It'll proc every time the cooldown's up. You want Life Tap on the Mana Forge setup for sure. That way it procs on cooldown. I did a practice run. I'll show you guys some footage of the Act 1 to 10. I did a practice run earlier, and I got to Goratha in Act 10 in 4 hours. Honestly, not that insane, but considering I was just chilling with chat and playing the game normally and just like killing a bunch of monsters more than I would have if I was racing, honestly, build's pretty good. Even without any of the changes, without the tincture, without any of the buffs, any of the new transfigure gems, it's going to be insane. I'm very excited, and I'm really excited to test all these gems out as well. The other quick thing I wanted to talk about is the potions, or the flasks. So, you may have noticed I had Master Surgeon in the PUB without a life flask. The main reason for this is there's a couple options that I didn't talk about before. You can technically use a life flask over a topaz flask, or over a quicksilver flask. If you're playing softcore, I would never drop a quicksilver. If you're playing hardcore, you could potentially drop the topaz, or sorry, the quicksilver and run a topaz with move speed. That would be okay. Still probably wouldn't recommend it, but the move speed would be decentish. It'd be like 65% move speed. Anyways, you get the enduring effect, the Master Surgeon effect. This is really good for defensive purposes. Recovery is very good. The other option is to run 3 charges when hit by an enemy with the Life Flask Mastery. This is probably what I'd recommend, especially if you're on softcore, and just don't run Master Surgeon. Unfortunately, we only have 4 flask slots, so we have to choose between the 2 options. If we drop the Topaz Flask, we lose a lot of effective HP, because a lot of our Fizz hit is being converted into playing damage. So not ideal. And obviously you're not going to drop Dying Sun or Taste of Hate. That's the last thing I wanted to talk about, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys at League Start. Very exciting things.